And welcome live to Hodges Stadium on the campus of Citrus Valley High School. Kurt Bruich set for his home opener for the Blackhawks, who are taking on none other than the Blackhawks from La Quinta. I'm Colin Holt. That's Tim Hatch. We got Citrus Valley and La Quinta tonight live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We got 9 games for you on the schedule this fall, and we could not be more excited to bring them to you. Once again, Citrus Valley and La Quinta, 2 teams that are trying to prove themselves. 1-1, 0-2 for La Quinta. And once again, Kurt Bruich not having to hop on a bus. A first true home game in his first year with Citrus Valley, his first home game of the season. I'm Colin Holt, that's Tim Hatch, and Citrus Valley set to kick this one away to start off the game.
La Quinta looking to overcome an 0-2 start, pretty young team, but the excitement here is pretty palpable. With Citrus Valley, that first home opener.
Looks like Colby Graham set to kick this one away. La Quinta in the all-white uniforms will return left to right. Grames is set. Citrus Valley in the black tops, the gold numbers, the gold pants, and the black helmets. And the kick is away. This one is deep. Going to be returnable, though. Caught at the 5-yard line. Here comes La Quinta back the other way. Michael Smith with it up the left sideline. Gets to around the 25-yard line, and we'll see La Quinta's offense for the first time tonight. Inland Sports Radio being brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled. Quick quality oil change, Ken's Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and, of course, Catalano Motors in Corona. La Quinta from their own 25-yard line, they'll take over. La Quinta versus Citrus Valley live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate you listening. Hit us up on Twitter, Inland Sports, across multiple platforms. For myself, it's at the Cullinator34 on Twitter. La Quinta will go under center, 2 receivers to the right for 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. First play handoff to the left. Grant Humphreys, the starting quarterback for La Quinta. Handed it off to McAvoy. But Hartzell Russell is under center for the Blackhawks to start this game off as they go with a little bit of a heavier set against La Quinta. And Kurt Bruich, who was on the Inland Sports Show earlier this week, talked about slowing down this Citrus Valley offense, running a lot more plays and kind of pounding it inside. Looks like La Quinta trying to do just that in their first drive. 2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line. They'll pitch it outside. This is McAvoy again. He tries to get the corner on the right side out near the 30-yard line. Stiff arm to one defender before he's pushed out of bounds near the 35. So a good little run there for McAvoy, who's gotten the ball on the first 2 plays of this game, setting up 3rd and short.
McAvoy showed quite a burst there. He got the corner. Once he gained the edge, he turned it up north-south. Good, strong run.
It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 34 now. Grant Hartzell Russell, listed as an outside linebacker and a fullback, is under center for La Quinta. Got an I formation, 2-back set, 2 receivers out to the wide side of the field. That's to his left. Hartzell Russell gives up the middle, breaking out of a tackle and falling forward for a gain of 1 or 2 is Fred Massey, and it's going to be real close to that first down marker. They'll motion the chains to move forward, and the first down of this game goes to La Quinta. They'll have 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
There was a little confusion there in the handoff. The quarterback, Hartzell Russell, bumped into number 34, which actually gave him a little bit of a window to sneak through because Citrus Valley did a nice job sniffing that out.
So La Quinta really pounding the ball, keeping it on the ground. They got a fullback at quarterback. That's Grant Hartzell Russell, listed at 5'7", 170. He's a senior, got I formation again. Citrus Valley trying to get their 12th man off the field, and they do. Handoff will go to McAvoy. He tries to slip through the off-tackle hole. He's brought down. Getting there first was Gary Johnson for Citrus Valley, a gain of 3 out to the 39-yard line.
Nothing fancy here. They're just handing the ball, I formation, fullback lead, right up off tackle.
Already almost 2 minutes gone in this one. First quarter action, and I remember Kurt Bruich saying he was super surprised at how fast the first quarter goes by when you're running this kind of offense. A little bit different from what he ran at Rev. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 39. They give it to McAvoy again. Out across the 40, picks up a couple, met by a whole slew of Blackhawks.
Again, just pounding it right up the middle. No fancying it, no trickery, no motion, just straight up the gut.
3rd and 3 now from the 43-yard line. Looks like La Quinta is running the plays in and out with their receivers. A lot of coaches opt to go that way. La Quinta huddles up, Citrus Valley huddles up, so we're going to see the clock run quite a bit tonight. Again, I formation, 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. That's to the left side. Ball on the near hash. They're going to pass it for the first time tonight. Screen pass, and it's intercepted. This could be 6. Citrus Valley back the other way. Jordan Scott, end zone, touchdown, Blackhawks, and they're on the board first.
Great play by Jordan Scott. He sniffed it out the whole way. He read the receiver's route. Hartzell Russell looked at that receiver the whole way. Pick six, heading back the way, pick six for number 6.
How about that? Jordan Scott puts the Blackhawks on the board first, 6-0 on the pick six, and they got a fullback at quarterback. La Quinta does. Grant Hartzell Russell, he just tried to turn the other way and lob that one out there into the flats. That's a long way to throw the ball, and Jordan Scott with a good read on it takes it to the house. 6-0 Blackhawks. Grames is on to add the extra point for Citrus Valley.
And what a way to start the home opener. An exciting score, got the crowd into it. The fans are on their feet. Band on their feet, cheerleaders on their feet.
And Grames puts it up and through. That's the 5th PAT that's good for Citrus Valley so far this season. And Grames was 18 for 19 last season, almost automatic, and then tonight he's 1 for 1. 7-0 in favor of CV, and we'll see the La Quinta offense with another chance to go at it. Still haven't seen Citrus Valley's offense as we have 9:14 to go in the first quarter.
You know, it's been pretty amazing about the games we've had, Cullen, is the kickers, their accuracy as high schoolers. Last week we had somebody that was like 36 for 38 on extra points, and this year he said he only missed 1 last year, or he's up to the, so our kickers are getting better and better at the high school level.
Colby Grames back out to kick it away from the team that's wearing black and gold. The battle of the Blackhawks here at Citrus Valley. Once again, Kurt Bruich did not have to hop on a bus for the first time in his 21 years as a head coach. Grames set to kick it away from the 40. Line drive right down the middle, and this will bounce into the arms of what looks like Hartzell Russell as he runs to his left. Trying to get the corner, he's at the 20. 25, runs into a couple of black jerseys, still on his feet. Up the sideline, cuts it back near midfield, and how about Hartzell Russell keeping the feet churning on the far sideline, and good starting field position for La Quinta on this drive.
Hartzell Russell was hit about the 22-yard line, went into a pile, and then squirted out of there like a watermelon seed hitting the floor.
Hartzell Russell may go back in at quarterback if the last drive is any indication of the kind of offense they're going to run. And yes, he does jog back out there to lead the huddle for La Quinta. So they got a fullback, outside linebacker at quarterback, under center for La Quinta. Once again, Citrus Valley has not had the ball yet. They have 7 points off of a pick six. They are up 7-0 with just over 9 minutes to play. Hartzell Russell gives it to McAvoy, tries to get off tackle, and he is stuffed. 48-yard line, no gain on the play for McAvoy. Maybe got 1.
Danny Lockhart stuffed that play from his middle linebacker position, came flying up, met ball carrier in the backfield, great penetration, sniffed that play out quickly.
2nd and 9. From the 49, from La Quinta's 49 that is, ball on the far hash to go 2 receiver set to the right of Hartzell Russell. Give to McAvoy. He stumbles, picks up a few into Citrus Valley territory, and this will be 3rd and medium. 8:15 to play in quarter number 1.
And on that play was Ryan Gandy from his outside linebacker position. He 29 tackles coming into today. I like the way the linebackers are flowing. I think in a situation like this where you have a fullback or a second quarterback starting, you can kind of pin your ears back and really get after it.
This time they go 3 receivers. Shotgun set for the first time tonight. They're going to pass. Hartzell Russell rolling to his right. Trying to buy a little extra time. He's going to tuck it and run. Lowers the boom near the first down marker. Boy, when you got a fullback at quarterback, that's something you don't normally see. Able to lower his shoulder and deliver the hit on the running quarterback. Picks up the first down at the 41-yard line of Citrus Valley.
You're a cornerback like Gary Johnson rolling up on that play, and you got a fullback bearing down on you. You got to be ready to get tackled nice and low because he lowered the boom on him.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hartzell Russell in at quarterback. We're told that the starting quarterback for them is Grant Humphreys. He is not in the game right now. La Quinta moving things under center and trying to run the ball. That was just their 2nd pass attempt of the game. About halfway through, or almost halfway through, quarter number 1. They'll give it to McAvoy right up the middle, looking for some space, and is able to lunge forward for a pickup of 4.
McAvoy has some really quick feet, and when he spots a crease, he's able to cut back against the grain and make something out of nothing.
2nd and 6. Now from the 37-yard line for La Quinta. Once again, La Quinta enters this game 0-2 with losses to JW North and Coachella Valley. Again under center, I formation with 2 running backs. They'll give it to McAvoy, who dotted that I. He stopped up the middle. Eddie Chang got there first for La Quinta. He's got 6.5 sacks last season, already 2 sacks this season, so he knows how to get penetration, get into the backfield.
And there was a flock of Blackhawks. I don't know, what would be the plural of Blackhawks?
We can go with flock. That's
okay.
fine.
Or the collective, I should say, Blackhawks.
Yeah, we'll go with flock. But we got to think of a different one for the La Quinta Blackhawks.
Good point. Good
So
point.
get to work on that collective noun as we get set for a 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line. They'll go 3 receivers again. Shotgun one more time. Hartzell Russell with McAvoy to his left. Snap is high. He's able to catch it on the bobble. Now rolls out, lobs it up, and it is caught around the line of scrimmage, though. So this will bring up 4th down. Be interesting to see what La Quinta does here.
Well, he rolled the dice on that one. Hartzell Russell put that one up for grabs. That one floated like a punt. They could have called a fair catch on it, but the receiver came down with it, but didn't get any yards on it, and he was closed down quickly by the defensive backs of the Citrus Valley Blackhawks.
4th and 5. And this will bring out the punt team for La Quinta.
And Hartzell Russell back to punt.
Guess who's the punter? Hartzell Russell, outside linebacker, fullback, apparently quarterback, apparently punter.
His new nickname will be the Swiss Army knife.
Does it all. This is going to be a fake punt. He's looking to pass it. He's caught and dragged down. Jesus Guzman. And a fake punt does not go La Quinta's way. Guzman sniffed it out the whole way. Hartzell Russell trying to pass it on the fake punt. And now Citrus Valley up 7-0 will have real good field position. Taken over at the La Quinta 47-yard line. And how about the play by the senior wide receiver, Jesus Guzman, on special teams to sniff out that fake punt.
Jesus Guzman closed quickly and didn't go for the fake at all. He sniffed it out right away, went after it right away.
5:07 to play in the first quarter. Here's Citrus Valley's offense for the first time. First guy to get the ball, round the left side, and finally brought down. The ball was given to Tyjon Belton for Citrus Valley. Jonathan Calderon, the quarterback for the CV Blackhawks, the ones from Redlands. Tyjon Belton is a sophomore. Already has 1 touchdown this season. Citrus Valley going shotgun. Calderon motions a man across. They'll give it on the counter. Jordan Scott, I believe, got the ball. He's the one that had that pick 6 to put Citrus Valley up 7-0, as they are right now. This will bring up 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. That was Adonis Melton that was on the carry, however. And Jordan Scott out, a wide receiver for Citrus Valley, as they move guys in and out. Melton lines up behind Calderon. 3rd and 3 from the 40. Motion a man across, fake it to him, and they'll pass for the first time. And it comes up short. Looking for Jesus Guzman out in the flat. And that's a 4th down. 4th and short coming from the 40. Looks like Kurt Bruich going to leave the offense out there.
Citrus Valley can send out back after back. He's got Adonis Melton, and as you said earlier, Tyjon Belton, quick runners, both built about the same. Attacking the hole downhill, good speed, quick feet. You can plug either one of them in.
On Jordan Garcia Fry also has 2 touchdowns this season. He's a threat out of the backfield for Citrus Valley. 4th and 3 from the 40-yard line. La Quinta's defense trying to hold up on their first defensive possession, and a run up the middle gets through for guess who? Garcia Fry, the guy we just mentioned. 4 minutes, 14 seconds. First down at the 35-yard line. He sliced right up the middle to get the 4th down conversion. No huddle here for Citrus Valley, although they're taking their time in between plays. 2-back set. 1st and 10, they'll pass it. Calderon airs it out right side, and it's caught. What a play. Jesus Guzman with the catch down inside the 10 for Citrus Valley. A rifle from Jonathan Calderon.
Great route run by Guzman, too. He stepped went up the sideline, then slanted out in front of the cornerback. But a great read also by the quarterback. Calderon got it to him on a bullet.
Calderon already with 2 passing touchdowns. He's 18 for 32 on the season. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll hand it off. This is Garcia Fry. Got out of 1 tackle. Back near the line of scrimmage. And he stood up forward progress is stopped. That'll prompt the whistle to be blown. He picked up a couple, got down to the 6-yard line. We'll have 2nd and goal.
Josh Trebio, defensive end for La Quinta, made a nice play, got some penetration, forced that play outside a little bit.
Second and goal from the 6. Again, a 2-back set. Where they got Guzman matched up one-on-one way out to the far side with the ball in the near hash. They could go that way. Muffed snap, scooped up by Calderon, and he's brought down to the backfield. What a play by Christian Morcus to get there.
And a play like that, if there's a muff snap, as a quarterback, you can't panic. You just have to live to have another play. You want to dive on that. You don't want to try and scoop it up and create another fumble, which could lead to a turnover.
That's a big play for La Quinta. Gives them some breathing room as 2nd and goal goes to 3rd and goal from the 15-yard line now.
They still have that one-on-one coverage out on the outside.
Timeout called by the La Quinta Blackhawks. And with a 7-0 lead, Citrus Valley's knocking on the door again. 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. We'll take this opportunity to thank our wonderful sponsors who bring us football on the Inland Sports YouTube channel, which include Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. The next time you need your oil changed, check out Spoiled on Alessandro Boulevard in Riverside, just off the 215 freeway. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled, and give them a follow on Instagram. Well, since 1976, Ken's Sporting Goods has been the #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire. They can also do uniforms for your entire team or for your business. And of course, they do Letterman's jackets. Check out Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco and visit them online at kensportinggoods.com. Boost Performance Training. Athletes from all sports, all levels are going to Boost. In Corona with Coach Ray Bass, check out their strength and speed classes and become the explosive, dynamic athlete you always dreamed of. Follow Boost on Twitter and Instagram and visit them online at boosttrainingsystems.com. Shout out to the Citrus Valley Band for accompanying our sponsor, Reeds. Calderon rolls out to his right, looking to pass this one, gets to the sideline, holds up, and goes out of bounds. Lost some yardage on the play. Great job by the La Quinta secondary, giving nowhere to throw.
But I think that's a pretty smart play by Calderon. The play was being strung out towards the sideline. He didn't panic. He didn't try and force anything. He got knocked out of bounds, but there's no turnover there. And now they have the advantage of that great kicker that they have.
Colby Grames onto the field. Ball is spotted at the 16-yard line, which will make this about a 34-yarder. From the right side hash, Grames, good snap, kick on its way. It's a line drive, and it is no good. So Colby Grames just a bit to the left of that left upright. Keeps the score 7-0. A good hold by La Quinta. Want to take this moment to give a quick shout out behind the scenes. Lucas Teeter filming our promo for us. Our staff not in the building at that time, so we had to grab somebody. Lucas Teeter from the Citrus Valley sideline. More than willing to shoot it for us.
Absolutely. Lucas Teeter, a professional. He might have a future in photography or in videography.
So La Quinta will take back over, trailing 7-0 to Citrus Valley. Kurt Bruich's first true home game, his first home game, of course, in the black and gold.
La Quinta's had a couple extended drives. They've had the ball for longer periods of time, and it's a matter of them being able to execute, because right now they're staying on the ground.
Run to the left hash. I believe that was McAvoy on the carry. Nothing doing. No gain. And once again, Danny Lockhart getting his nose in on the play.
Danny Lockhart's a throwback. He reminds me of an old Big Ten linebacker. Go back to the black and blue division. He sticks his nose in there, not afraid to blow up plays.
About a minute remaining in this first quarter. My, how time flies when you're having fun and when you're running the ball and keeping things in bounds. Another handoff, this one up the middle. McAvoy right back to the line of scrimmage. Another play for no gain will set up 3rd and 10 for La Quinta. Hartzell Russell still out there at quarterback, and Eddie Chang on the tackle that time around.
Eddie Chang has stuffed a couple big plays. We've called his number a couple times. Again, 235-pound defensive end, a senior, leading the way with getting penetration and blowing up the play before it could develop into anything.
3rd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. They'll go trips to the right of Hartzell Russell, that is. One back set, and they'll pass it. Bootleg out to Hartzell Russell's right, and he overthrows his intended target. Trying to get it to Lucas Cochran. And that'll bring up 4th and 10 and the punt team for La Quinta.
And Citrus Valley went with their nickel package defensively, and they were pretty much daring them to throw it into coverage. He threw it to the only spot he could throw it to, which was into the sideline of Citrus Valley.
So La Quinta set to punt it away. This is their first true punt. The kick is off. Back deep to return this one for Citrus Valley is Tyler Thomas. He muffs it, is able to recover, but he's going backwards. Inside the 25, he's brought down, and a real good punt there by Parker Williams.
Tyler Thomas, pretty dangerous play. He did muff it, and on that play, you got to just cover it up. He's a sophomore, slot back, and he'll learn a lesson there. You just got to catch it first before you run. Maybe a little nerves coming in, some of these young guys, their first home game, and the excitement, the adrenaline getting in the way, but he'll learn.
Citrus Valley from their own 21-yard line. They'll have 1st and 10. Up 7-0. A defensive touchdown, the difference maker. A pick 6 by Jordan Scott on the first possession of this game. Calderon. Handoff. Trying to bounce it outside. No. Not much there for Citrus Valley on the first play of this drive. Pickup of 2.
La Quinta sitting in a 4-4 defensive front. They stuffed that play up, but they pick up of about a yard. That was some hard running inside. Got his feet moving, refusing to go down.
Adonis Melton on the carry, and that is the end of the first quarter. Was that the shortest first quarter on record?
Absolutely. I think it was a true 8 minutes or a 10-minute quarter. Or whatever it is, 12 minutes.
So there's supposed to be 12 minutes.
It felt like 8 minutes.
This game was supposed to start at 7. We know it started a little bit after that. It's 7:20 right now, according to my watch, and we got second quarter coming. Well, check this out. If you're in the market looking to purchase a car, truck, or SUV, go ahead and make Catalana Motors in Corona your first stop. They have weekly specials, so you're going to save thousands of dollars. Mention the Inland Sports Show. Get $500 off. That's Catalana Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road, and visit them online at catalanocars.com. That's Catalana Motors in Corona. Tim Hatch, do you get your Hawaiian shirts from Catalana Motors?
No, I get them from my local thrift store in Norco. Speaking of Norco, our umpire today on the field is the great Charlie Chastain, a Norco legend and father of Norco head coach Chuck Chastain.
Small world.
Very small. Charlie was in my wedding. He was one of my groomsmen. Not a great dancer, but still a great friend.
2nd and 8. They'll throw the ball. Called around, got him, and it's Grames over the middle. He's the tight end. First down distance, and he's got it. That'll move the chains out past the 30-yard line. And I'll go ahead and ask the question that all our listeners are probably asking themselves right now. Did you wear the Hawaiian shirt at your wedding?
No, but I went to Hawaii for my honeymoon and got a Hawaiian shirt.
Close enough. We'll take it. Citrus Valley 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard line. Their own 33, that is, wearing the black jerseys, the gold pants.
I think Citrus Valley needs to make a statement here and have an extended drive, come up with some points, because La Quinta's got to be tired right now.
Near hash gave to Melton, and he is dragged down in the backfield. Real good play getting there first was Brian Martin, and that's a tackle for a loss. 2nd and 11 for Citrus Valley.
The penetration defensively by La Quinta is breaking things up for the Citrus Valley Blackhawks. They need to stop that penetration so they can get their plays off.
2nd and 11. Calderon, shotgun, 2-back set. Got 2 running backs out to the left. They'll roll him that way. He's going to pass. Airs it out. Got a man downfield. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Perez. He gets out of bounds near midfield, and we've had 2 interceptions, 1 for each team, and that's a big break for La Quinta. They'll have good field position down a touchdown.
Again, I'm going to go with the nerves playing that first home game. Calderon had a guy. He had Jesus Guzman about 5 yards behind the defender, and he threw it off his back foot, didn't get himself set. Having the patience to get his feet set and throw that, ends up with 6 and instruments up the other way, but now we get a pick.
From the Citrus Valley 49, La Quinta and Hartzell Russell will go back to work, 1st and 10. Down 7 with 10:49 to go before halftime. You're listening to Inland Sports High School Football on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. I formation under center for Hartzell Russell. Ball goes on the far hash. Russell gives to McAvoy. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Stuffed on the play by a whole lot of black jerseys.
And as I look on the sideline over there for La Quinta, I do see number 7 straight across from us. I don't know if it's an injury thing or maybe they decided to go with a change to try something new. But number 43, Hartzell Russell, is going to be tired pretty soon because that Swiss Army knife has been playing every position, has been on every play.
2nd and 10 now for La Quinta. They'll go trips to the near side as they go right to left on this offensive drive. Snap, fake to McAvoy. Hartzell Russell will keep it himself, trying to get the corner to the 50. Into Citrus Valley territory, maybe picked up 1 or 2 as Hartzell Russell tried to take it himself.
Jordan Scott, a junior free safety, sniffed that play out. He read it and closed very quickly. He came from coverage to fly up to make that tackle.
3rd and 10. Right back to the line of scrimmage on the run by Hartzell Russell. Down 7-0. 9.5 to play in the first half. 3 receivers to the far side now.
Citrus Valley drops into their nickel package.
High snap, corralled by Russell on the bounce. He rolls out, now he's going to keep it himself, flagged down in the vicinity of holding. Picked up maybe 3 or 4, didn't get first down yardage. We'll see what the call is here.
The outside linebacker from Citrus Valley has to do a better job of maintaining his discipline and not letting the runner get outside, but he was held as he approached the quarterback.
Early indication is holding. That is correct. So a 10-yard penalty will bring up 3rd and 20 from the La Quinta 41, I believe.
Would you call this an obvious passing down? Holy cow.
But the referee just marked out a 15-yard penalty, which is not typical for holding. Should be 10 yards. So I'm not sure what the call was there, but it's 3rd and 25 from the 36-yard line, and now the referees. Another timeout called by La Quinta, and I'm still curious about that 15-yard penalty when the signal was holding.
But it was in the backfield because as number 3,
so
Ryan
it's a
Gandy,
spot foul.
Yes, as Ryan Gandy got penetration, he was held in the backfield, which led to a 10-yard spot from where he was held.
So it will be 3rd and 25 from the 36-yard line. La Quinta taking the timeout, led by Patrick Ravenis. They'll have none other than Murrieta Mesa next week, who we got the chance to see just a few weeks ago. Taking on Etowanda. 7-0 Citrus Valley. About 9 minutes to go in this first half. It's only 7:26, folks, so these teams running the ball, keeping the ball in bounds. And Tim Hatch, trying to get to bed on time tonight, might just make it.
But those last couple games, we didn't get out till 10 o'clock. It's a school night, you know.
Trips to the left of Hartzell Russell. Design quarterback draw. He's still on his feet. Gets it out to the 46-yard line before finally being brought down, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still double sticks for Citrus Valley. Jake Acuna, the first to get there for the Blackhawks that are actually wearing black. So La Quinta will opt to punt. Back on to kick it away is Parker Williams.
Acuna came up from his strong safety spot. He had to play the pass honestly first, but then once he saw that he had tucked it up, Hartzell Russell, he came up to make a play.
Tyler Thomas back deep to return. Had 1 return this season for 8.
Need to pay for that outside blitz because it opened up an alley for the running back. As we move down under 7 minutes to go, an extended drive here by Citrus Valley, which I think is needed because La Quinta plays a lot of guys 2 ways. Jordan Garcia-Fry again on the carry. Picks up about 4 hard-fought yards. But we do have a penalty on the play. We have a holding call against the Citrus Valley Blackhawks. That play will be coming back. It'd be nice to see Citrus Valley get an extended drive here, score, and in their minds, it'd be a great chance for them to kind of set the tone here. They have outplayed La Quinta at this point, but only have a 7-0 lead to show for it due to a missed field goal and an interception. But by now, hopefully the nerves are working their way out. The ball goes back to Jordan Garcia-Fry. Good play, picked up about 8 of the 10 yards he lost from the holding. Brings up second down, 12 yards to go. Tackle on the play made by Parker Williams, a 6'3", 270-pound senior. A safety from La Quinta.
Brings up 2nd and 12 now. From their own 34-yard line, that is. Calderon hands it off. Garcia-Fry keeping the legs going out near the 45-yard line.
Garcia-Fry's feet were churning butter. Those things kept going and going.
3rd and 2 from the 44-yard line now. Referee signaling a player down. It appears to be Pablo Vargas for La Quinta.
I believe Garcia-Fry is a great rugby player here at Citrus Valley, and he's using those rugby skills right now out in the football field.
So 3rd and 2 when we get back to action for Citrus Valley. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left before halftime. It's 7-0 in favor of the Blackhawks from Redlands. Boy, what a beautiful setting for football. And we've gotten the chance to see the sunset firsthand. The Inland Empire just kind of shimmering out beyond the field here at Citrus Valley.
An amazing view as we watch a plane taking off, as we see the sunset over the mountains and the smog creating a great orange background, a great backdrop. Because who says smog isn't beautiful? Right now, I think it makes this whole setting, makes it just pop. An amazing view.
So it will be 3rd and 2. Still tending the La Quinta player that's down. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
And how about the stadium here, Cullen? Just a beautiful place here on the campus of Citrus Valley. We have a great crowd. We have a great concession stand. We have Juice It Up here. Too bad I didn't bring any money with me. I'd be taking care of that right now. We've been pretty fortunate our last couple trips to see some really nice campuses and, you know, see some great people who've been very gracious to us.
And Hodges Stadium ranks right up there with the best of them. So Kurt Bruich, his first true home game in 21 seasons as the head coach, coming over from Redlands East Valley. Citrus Valley 1-1. It's good enough for 2nd place in the Citrus Belt League. And, of course, everybody in that league looking up at Cajon right now, trying to beat 2nd or 3rd and get a playoff spot and get into your division, which is Division 7 if you're Citrus Valley. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 back set. Calderon fakes it, now throws it on the screen. This will be Scott up the right sideline. He's got room to run. Jordan Scott cuts it back at the 30, still on his feet. Still turning the feet at the 30, and finally brought down by Hartzell Russell with big gain for Citrus Valley. Actually in on the tackle was Diego Sanchez, but once again, Jordan Scott, who had that pick 6 that's been the difference maker so far, with a nice pickup on the screen pass.
A very well-designed play. Jordan Scott seeing the opening, showing some nifty running ability and a cutback.
2 receivers to the left. Calderon, play action, going to keep it himself. Running off to his right, gets to the 20. Inside the 20, 10. Cuts it back, and he's dragged down inside the 5-yard line. So Citrus Valley's on the move, and they're knocking on the doorstep.
I got a feeling those nerves have worked their way out, and now the practice repetitions have taken their place of the nerves, and they're sticking to what they do. And a great run by Jonathan Calderon, showing some niftiness himself.
Well, Citrus Valley with an early statement win over Valley View, 38-10. Then they came up just short against Colony, and now a chance to prove themselves against La Quinta. And they're knocking on the door trying to extend this 7-0 lead before halftime. Under 5 minutes to play.
And Calderon showing quicker feet than Fred Astaire to MGM Musical.
2 receivers out to the wide side of the field. That's the far side. Ball in the near hash. Calderon, 1st and goal from the 4. Calderon calls his own number into the end zone. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Untouched.
Jonathan Calderon makes it 13-0 Citrus Valley. 4:52 on the clock. Blackhawks got awful close in the red zone in their last drive. That was in the first quarter. Now on this drive, Calderon puts the exclamation point on it, caps it off with a 4-yard touchdown run. Kobe Graham's trying to make it 14-0. Extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick good as well. 14-0 Citrus Valley.
Cullen, you can almost feel the that collective of sigh of relief that the adrenaline and the extra nervousness is gone from the Citrus Valley sideline, because that was a workman-like drive. Jordan Scott showing some great nifty moves. Calderon settled in, made a couple great passes. Their execution has improved, and we're seeing the real Citrus Valley right now, I believe.
So Graham set to kick it away. La Quinta now going right to left. Once again, they're in the all-white uniforms. Got a 2 returners set for them.
Now, La Quinta, if they are starting a second-string quarterback or for whatever reason a fullback at quarterback, this is kind of a nightmare proposition. Down 2 touchdowns and having to catch up, having to throw some passes here. They're going to have to stick with what is their bread and butter, which is grinding it out, running it up the middle, and try and get a drive together here so they can get some points on before we get to halftime.
Deep kickoff over the head and into the end zone. Trying to get a hand on it was Michael Smith, but he could not cleanly catch it. So it'll be a touchback taken over at the 20 will be La Quinta. 14-0 lead for Citrus Valley. Under 5 minutes to play in half number 1.
Hartzell Russell still coming out at quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. La Quinta trying to pick up their first win of the season. They've come close a couple of times to go 0-2. Lost by just 8 to JW North, and then a 2-point loss, a heartbreaker at Coachella Valley. Under center, they'll motion a guy across, fumbled snap. Still a loose ball. Citrus Valley says they have it. The referees agree, and the Blackhawks in the black jerseys will take over.
And our guy, number 55, Danny Lockhart, black and blue division, hard-nosed, stuck his face in there, came up with the fumble. I love the way this guy plays.
Lockhart with 23 tackles coming into this game comes up with a huge play for the Citrus Valley defense. They're up 14-0 with an opportunity to punch in a few more points. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line of La Quinta. 2 receivers to the right. Empty backfield. Calderon steps up, fires one deep, and it's incomplete.
Again, we've talked about this in the past, that when there's a turnover, a lot of coaches like to go for the whole enchilada for the next play. It was there. It was well defended, but Calderon threw the ball in the one place he could throw it if there was a mistake over the top. And they're still okay. Looking good here. 2nd down, good field position.
Trying to get it to Jordan Scott. Still a 2-touchdown lead for Citrus Valley.
I like to see him get it to Jordan Scott in space and let him go to work. His feet are so quick, he could go through a rainstorm and not get wet.
Calderon. Shotgun. Muffed handoff. Calderon's able to fall on it, though, for Citrus Valley. But that'll set up 3rd and long, so kind of a big play, though. La Quinta wasn't able to recover the loose ball.
For La Quinta, that was a tough play, because with the ball down like that, it's got to be jumped on. They got to cover that. But on the other side, it was a good play by Calderon to get on top of it. So we do prevent a turnover.
2 receivers, 1 on each side. Calderon shotgun. Handoff. That's Garcia Fry. He's got a hole up the middle. Near the 1st down marker. Lunges forward. 2nd effort. It's going to be close, and they're going to give it to him.
Garcia Fry carrying guys like Cullen Hope carries me every broadcast. He had 3 guys on his back, and he just kept going and going. There's that rugby training.
How about this? 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. You know what that means? You only got about 3 feet where you'd be in 1st down territory. Other than that, it's a touchdown. Almost 3.5 to go before halftime. Citrus Valley trying to add to their lead. Fade. Right sideline. Got one hand on it. Couldn't haul it in. Jordan Scott couldn't.
That's kind of a timing route, throwing that post corner into the end zone. A fade route for number 6, Jordan Scott.
2nd and 10 for Calderon and the CV offense.
I'd like to see Jordan Fry get the ball again here. I'm sorry, Garcia Fry. I said Jordan Fry. Garcia Fry get the ball again in traffic. Instead of move the pile again.
Calderon going to bootleg out to his left. Got a man in space, couldn't connect. Trying to get it to Christopher Pettigrew.
Again, kind of an experience thing. If he was more patient, he'd have thrown it to the outside shoulder, threw it a little bit behind to the inside shoulder. Tough play to come up with. But Calderon, a little more patience, get his feet set, and deliver that ball.
3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line of La Quinta. Citrus Valley, 3.5 to work with. Trying to build on a 14-0 lead. That's Garcia Fry. Stuffed for a loss, and on 4th down, you got a good kicker, and you're going to send him out there if you're Kurt Bruich.
That play was sniffed out by Diego Sanchez from La Quinta. Maybe his read, his key might have been Fry. So he flew up, made the play, and now we have 4th down.
Grames had a field goal attempt earlier from 34 yards. This is a 29-yarder. Kick is up. It's good. Colby Grames makes it 17-0 Citrus Valley.
More than enough leg on that one. He probably could have got another 10 yards out of it. He's an impressive kicker.
2:51 on the scoreboard in the first half. No points on the scoreboard for La Quinta.
Again, tough road for La Quinta. It looks like they're starting a fullback, a quarterback, for whatever reason, a backup. And now they've got to overcome 3 scores. And if you're Citrus Valley, you can pin your ears back and just attack defensively.
Two minutes and 51 seconds. Grames set to kick it away. From the 40, deep kick again. 1-yard line, it's caught. Here comes Michael Smith, trying to work to his right. Got some blockers, but he's brought down near the 20. A big hit by Gary Johnson to stop him in his tracks.
Gary Johnson's that starting cornerback, a sophomore, listed at 5'9", 153, but he brought the medal on that one. He brought the heat and just decleated the running back.
From the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. La Quinta trying to get on the board before halftime.
I tell you, Citrus Valley's defense has been impressive from top to bottom. That Ryan Gandy is outside linebacker. Number 55, he's my favorite now. Dick Butkus there in the middle. Just stuffing plays, and looks like he's making calls, too.
Hartzell Russell under center. 3-man backfield. Bouncing it outside. That's McAvoy. Pickup of 7 yards.
Jordan Scott closing on that play again. Both sides of the ball, Jordan Scott showing quick feet and explosiveness. Jordan Scott's a junior, 6'1", 175-pound junior.
2nd and 3.
Now, if you're Citrus Valley, you don't want anything to get behind you. You want to keep everything in front of you. With 2 minutes on the clock, you just want to make plays.
Grant Humphreys under center now for La Quinta. New quarterback. Handoff. McAvoy takes it, tries to go off tackle. He's near that 1st down marker, and he's going to get it out across the 30-yard line. Moves the chains with 1:54 to go. That clock will keep running.
With Humphreys in now, Humphreys is a 5'9", 160-pound junior. He had started the other games for him. Could have been a discipline issue. Could have been, we won't know, but now La Quinta might be a little more comfortable offensively with their starting quarterback in.
Grant Humphreys, junior quarterback. They motion a man across. He's still under center. Under a minute and a half to play in this 2nd quarter. This will be an illegal motion as they try to bring the guy across. 5-yard penalty will set up 1st and 15 from the 26-yard line.
And Hartzell Russell still on the field. Now it probably is more customary running back or fullback position.
La Quinta trying to get on the board, down 17-0. Only got about 65 seconds to work with. Fake the pitch, hand it off on the misdirection. Citrus Valley sniffs it out all the way. Ball came out at the end. They're going to say the runner was down first.
great job. Oh, and look who's involved in that. Number 55, Lockhart again. But a great job by Citrus Valley's defense maintaining their discipline, maintaining their lanes, not letting anything get outside of them.
So Fred Massey got the handoff on the misdirection. Now La Quinta, crunch time in this half.
And let's talk about Perry Amador on that one. Perry Amador, senior, outside linebacker, did a nice job attacking, teamed up with Lockhart on that.
Under 30 seconds for La Quinta to try to score before halftime. This should be a false start against LQ. And it will be. They keep moving backwards on this drive.
Yeah,
just second down. They got a country mile to go and not a lot of time to do it in.
But not much room to go backwards anymore. If I'm La Quinta, I just let this half end right now. Just let it go.
They're going to try and run one more play. Grant Humphreys, 3 seconds left, and they're going to change their mind. Both teams will jog to the locker room with Citrus Valley up 17-0. It all got started with that pick six by Jordan Scott on that first possession for La Quinta, and it's been all Citrus Valley since then.
Last two drives, Citrus Valley looked very comfortable. Great runs by number 23, Jordan Garcia-Fry. Nothing spectacular, just inside the tackles, and he made something out of nothing. Also the quarterback, Jonathan Calderon, looks a little more settled in, delivering the ball at the right time on his routes. Jordan Scott looking good also. And then on the defensive side, Lockhart, my middle linebacker guy, stuffing plays. On the La Quinta side, this half, they're going to have to adjust to having their quarterback back.
Well, the next time you need your oil change, go ahead and check out Spoiled, quick quality oil change on Alessandro Boulevard in Riverside. That's just off the 215 freeway. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Give them a follow on Instagram as well. Since 1976, Ken's Sporting Goods has been the #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire. They can also do uniforms for your entire team or business. And of course, they do Letterman's jackets. Check out Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco and visit them online at kensportinggoods.com. Hey, if you're in the market looking for a car, truck, or SUV, make Catalano Motors in Corona your first stop. They have weekly specials, so you're going to save thousands of dollars. Mention the Inland Sports Show and get $500 off. That's Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. And visit them online at CatalanoMotors.com. Boy, Boost Performance Training. Athletes from all sports, all levels are going there in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Check out their strength and speed classes and become the explosive, dynamic athlete you always dreamed of. Go ahead and follow Boost on Twitter, Instagram, and visit them online at boosttrainingsystems.com. That's boosttrainingsystems.com. Coach Ray Bass and his team in Corona will get you taken care of. If you'd like to advertise during our football broadcasts on the Inland Sports Show, simply shoot us an email at inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. That's inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. The next more coming to you from Citrus Valley and La Quinta. Currently, the Blackhawks in the black jerseys from Redlands are up 17-0. The other Blackhawks, well, they're still looking for their first points. More halftime action coming to you from the press box at Hodges Stadium when we come back. I'm Cullen Holt. That's Tim Hatch, Inland Sports High School Football on the Inland Sports YouTube channel.
I was going to accept that though, and never thought I'd care again, oh no. So here I am in the hospital, holding your hand before you go. I know it's the worst thing I've ever felt, but still I wonder if I should be crying now. We've been so we weren't the best, try. Whoa. I wonder if you're looking down on me. But tonight, I'll just enjoy the ride. And love myself tonight. Whoa, without you, life can be something. But I'll pretend like it's not so exhausting. And just enjoy the ride. Whoa, one last time. One last time. One last time. Take a trip down memory lane. I look at the knowledge that you helped me gain. Indirectly by neglecting me. For some reason I am glad I felt that pain. Now I know what not to do. Do someone you love and that's the sharpest tool. Anyone that's given me, but I just wish that we got along while you were here. Now I can see you at my wedding. I saw my first child exciting. I take care of you when you get old. Just think about it, come and make my life fold. But it's all good to keep fixing. Got that connection we've been missing. Guess we got that before you went home. Now I can look up and I'm still alone. Even though we weren't the best, we tried. Whoa. I wonder if you're looking down on me. But tonight, I'll just enjoy the ride. And love myself tonight. Whoa, without you, life can be something. But I'll pretend like it's not so exhausting. And just enjoy the ride. Whoa, one last time. It hurt so bad. I was going to accept that though, and never thought I'd care again, oh no. So here I am in the hospital, holding your hand before you go. I know it's the worst thing I've ever felt, but still I wonder if I should be crying, no.
And welcome back inside the press box here at Hodges Stadium. I'm Colin Holt. That's Tim Hatcher listening to Inland Empire High School football right here on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Halftime, 17-0 Citrus Valley over La Quinta. Got a good one brewing. The scoreboard doesn't show just how evenly matched these two teams really are.
Absolutely. That first half, La Quinta had several sustained drives. Just couldn't finish off the drives. They ended one with a fake punt, and they came up a little short on a couple of the other ones where they had to punt. But if I went time of possession, I'd say time of possession went La Quinta's way until the last drive by Citrus Valley, when Citrus Valley sustained a drive all the way down, or their second drive, I should say, when they scored. The last drive they had was cut short into a field goal because of La Quinta's defense stepping up.
Week 3 of the high school football season. Got some good ones on deck. Los Osos versus Redlands. Eisenhower versus Moreno Valley. How about Friday, though? Heritage versus Rev.
Wow.
Going to be a good one. Coach Lunsford over there at Rev. Of course, Heritage and Coach Bruich, always a powerhouse in the Inland Empire. That's going to be a game to watch. Ukaipa versus Chaparral. Remember the World against Bishop? Group of Hills taking on Rowan. Some of our San Bernardino schools, Aquinas and Xavier Prep, going to go head-to-head. Norte Vista, who we'll have a little bit later in the season, against Corona. They're going to take on Temecula Valley. Beaumont and Banning, I heard that's the battle for the wheel.
Absolutely. That's going to be a tough matchup because it's a bitter rivalry out in the canyon out there, in the valley, I should say.
Centennial Narbonne, Norco Vista Murrieta, Grand Terrace versus Santiago, a real good all-IE battle.
Wow.
How about Roosevelt taking on Servite at Cerritos College?
There's some great matchups. You know, you have the Big 8 League. You have the, what's the new league called with the Super League?
The conference?
Yeah, what's it called?
I believe it's called the Raincross Conference.
That's right, the Raincross Conference. Some of those teams are out there playing. And you got like the Vista Murrieta versus Norco matchup. You have the Big 8 versus the Southwest. And the Southwest, both those leagues are incredibly talented and stacked.
How about San Clemente and Murrieta Valley? Murrieta Valley with a real tough loss to a very good Cajon team who's, of course, leading the Citrus Belt League right now. So San Clemente, a powerhouse in Southern California, taking on an Inland Empire powerhouse in Murrieta Valley with Hank Bachmeyer. Then on Saturday, King versus Pauley. Riverside battle goes back a long way. They'll have it on Riverside TV. Jeff Gorman Ghazal Hassan will be on the call if you want to tune into that one. City of Riverside on YouTube. When we come back, it's 17-0 Citrus Valley over La Quinta. On the Inland Sports YouTube channel, we'll have the second half for you as La Quinta tries to battle back. Citrus Valley tries to hang on. I'm Cullen Holt. That's Tim Hatch. Don't go anywhere.
Once the best we try. Whoa. I wonder if you're looking down on me. But tonight, I'll just enjoy the ride. And love myself tonight. Without you, life can be something, but I'll pretend like it's not so exhausting, and just enjoy the ride. Whoa, one last time, one last time. One last time, take a trip down memory lane. I look at the knowledge that you helped me gain, indirectly by neglecting me. For some reason I am glad I felt that pain. Now I know what not to do. Choose the one you love and that's the sharpest tool anyone has given me, but I just wish that we got along while you were here. Now I can see you at my wedding, until my first child is standing. I'll take care of you when you get old. Just think about it, come and make my legs fold. But it's all good to keep fixing. Got that connection we've been missing. Guess we got that before you went home. Now I can look up and not feel alone. Even though we weren't the best, we tried. Whoa, I wonder if you're looking down on me. But tonight, I'll just enjoy the ride. And love myself tonight. Whoa, without you, life can be done strange. But I'll pretend like it's not so exhausting. And just enjoy the ride. Whoa, one last time. It hurt so bad. I was going to accept that though, and never thought I'd care again, oh no. So here I am in the hospital, holding your hand before you go. I know it's the worst thing I've ever felt, but still I wonder if I should be crying, no. We've been told we weren't the best. We tried, whoa. I wonder if you're looking down on me. But tonight, I'll just enjoy the ride. And love myself tonight. Whoa, without you, life can be done strange. But I'll pretend like it's not so exhausting. And just enjoy the ride. Whoa, one last time. One last time. One last time. Take a trip down memory lane. I look at the knowledge that you helped me gain.
Hodges Stadium, Dateline, Redlands, California. We got Citrus Valley and La Quinta, Battle of the Blackhawks. I'm Cullen Holt. I'm joined by Tim Hatch. Will be alongside for the second half. Citrus Valley up 17-0 at halftime. The second half coming up quickly, and La Quinta trying to get on the board here. Their offense is kind of stalled early on. Now they got a new quarterback in, see if he can find a rhythm and get them in a scoring position.
I think part of that stalling is due to the Citrus Valley defense. Again, led by number 55, Benny Lockhart. Oh, excuse me, Danny Lockhart. He must have a brother then. So his brother Benny, also a defensive guy, but Danny Lockhart, like a Dick Butkus out there. A Kirk Douglas, not Kirk Douglas, but Bobby Douglas, the old Chicago Bears inside linebacker, if you can remember that guy. Love these guys, the way they play, getting his face in the dirt there, coming up with a fumble and some great defensive plays. But Citrus Valley's defense, bend don't break, and have not broken yet. But again, La Quinta might have been stalling just because of the fact that they also had a second guy in at quarterback, their starting fullback.
Well, and Kurt Bruich told us earlier on the Inland Sports Show that he's had a little bit of a, maybe not a hard time, but it's been different for him to adjust to this new kind of offense. And he said quarters go by a lot quicker. And the first half certainly went by quick on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. About 45 minutes for the first 24 minutes of football.
That was incredible. Something we have not seen all season, in our broadcast at least. But it's also conducive to maintaining a lead. So Citrus Valley needs to be able to run some clock and execute offensively. La Quinta, on the other hand, now in the hole, is going to have to really bring it. There's still some time on the clock, though. There's plenty of time left for them to make a comeback. But Citrus Valley, they can establish some offense here and get some points on the board. Could lead to some desperation by La Quinta.
Chase Rowe kicks it away. Returnable for Citrus Valley. A little bit of a seam here, but dragged down from behind by Ryan Murphy is the return man, Tyler Thomas. And that is where Citrus Valley will take over at about their own 36-yard line. And we'll see Jonathan Calderon in the Blackhawk offense.
Tyler Thomas, one of those super softs for the Citrus Valley Blackhawks. Made a nice play, a great read, shot through the gap there, and a good tackle by the La Quinta defender, prevented 6 points.
1st and 10 from the 36. Calderon in the two-back set. Got 2 receivers to his left. They'll throw that way on a bubble screen. He's got a blocker in front of him. Up the left sideline. 1st down and more. And into La Quinta territory, down inside the 40-yard line of the bubble screen. A good first play by La Quinta to get the ball out there.
There's a great block on the outside by number 6. Jordan Scott made a great block to free the receiver.
So Jesus Guzman with a nice catch and run up the far sideline. As Citrus Valley goes left to right, wearing the black tops, the gold pants, and the black helmets. La Quinta in the all-whites, they'll go right to left when they take over on offense. Two-back set, got 2 receivers to the near side, wide side of the field, that is. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of La Quinta. Calderon fakes the screen pass, goes over the top. This is Guzman. He's open, catches it. 10, tries to cut it back. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
And that's the play we tried to get earlier, and they had Guzman open where Calderon did not get his feet set. That time, he made a great play fake, a pass fake, pump fake, came up and throwing over the top. Great throw, great catch, great play call for Citrus Valley.
So Guzman walks into the end zone, makes it 23-0 Citrus Valley, and just like that, they jump on La Quinta early, and Kobe Graham's trying to make this a nice round 24-point lead for CV. Snaps good, hold good, kick up, and good as well.
So, Cullen, earlier we talked a little bit about the nerves, maybe, that home opener, the excitement, the adrenaline, maybe flowing too much. But you can see that Calderon especially is really in a groove right now, delivering the ball at the right time, and the Citrus Valley offense hitting on all cylinders.
24-0 CV, and if La Quinta is going to answer, it's going to have to be sometime soon with a new quarterback in. Got Grant Humphreys, who came out for the series before halftime. We'll see who jogs out at quarterback for their first possession of the second half. Got 2 returners back deep inside their own 5-yard line, and that's because they respect the leg of Colby Grames, who's had a touchback earlier today and has really kicked these ones deep. So Grames from the 40-yard line will boot this one away. 11:02 to go. So took Citrus Valley just 58 seconds to drive down the field. Get the touchdown to Jesus Guzman. Another real deep kick. This one is returnable, though. It'll be Michael Smith from his own 5-yard line. Tries to cut it right, and he's dragged down at the 20. So a real good play for Citrus Valley. And that is where La Quinta will take over. As we wait to see what quarterback's going to run out there, and it is going to be Grant Humphreys, the junior. Jogs onto the field for La Quinta.
Jay Lindsay on that tackle on the for Citrus Valley. DJ Lindsay, pardon me. Closed very quickly on that play. Great hit to stuff the ball carrier.
Humphreys under center. They'll hand it off in the first play, trying to go off tackle to McAvoy. Picked up 1 or 2 before being brought down.
But right now, you can feel the excitement on the Citrus Valley side. They're flying to the ball, closing quickly. The linebackers flowing. They're looking really good right now. All the momentum going their way.
Boy, and how about this crowd at Citrus Valley Hodges Stadium?
Boy, they're on their feet. They're making noise. We got the band. We got the student section right in front of us, cheering with the cheerleaders. Great atmosphere.
2nd and 8 now from the 22-yard line. They'll hand it off to McAvoy again, trying to find some space outside. Boy, he's swarmed. Nothing doing for McAvoy. Maybe got another yard on the play. Out to the 23-yard line. 3rd and long coming for La Quinta.
A plethora of Blackhawks getting involved in that play. More than a host, more than a flock, a plethora.
A plethora. In excess of Blackhawks is what you're saying, Tim?
Absolutely.
Under 10 minutes to play now in the 3rd quarter. But with this new quarterback, Humphreys, they haven't tried to have him throw the ball yet in this game. 3 receivers to his right.
Hartzell Russell's back in at quarterback.
Russell, design quarterback draw up the middle.
I don't know if they're going with a wildcat look there. It's possible. Hartzell Russell came back in at quarterback for that snap. He caught it, ran with it. There was no trickery involved again. Brings up 4th down, about 5 yards to go.
And La Quinta will punt it away. On to kick this one off is Parker Williams, and a great job by the Citrus Valley defense. They've been strong all game long so far, pitching a shutout, up 24-0. Now a chance to get good field position. And that's Citrus Valley ball, a low snap, going down to get it was Parker Williams, and he went down to a knee to grab the ball. So Citrus Valley will take over where the punter was standing, which is right around the 12-yard line, and what a break for Citrus Valley.
Everything going Citrus Valley's way. La Quinta, on the other hand, the wheels are coming off the wagon. So right now, Citrus Valley, they score it, instruments up, and we got more of a lead here.
24-0, 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. A low snap. Parker Williams caught it, but he went down to his knee to get it. And that's a turnover.
Things really snowballing against La Quinta.
Calderon hands off the middle. That's Melton. 8:40 to play in quarter number 3.
Adonis Melton, 5'10", 170-pound junior.
So Citrus Valley wasting no time and getting right back to work in this second half. They scored an early touchdown in under 58 seconds. And then now on the turnover on the punt, take over 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line.
La Quinta without a large roster, a lot of guys playing both ways. Got some tired bodies out there.
They hand it off to the jet sweep guy, trying to get the corner, nothing doing. It's Tyjon Belton who got the handoff.
Christian Morcus, number 95 for La Quinta, a 6'4", 170-pound defensive lineman. Sniffed that play out, had great penetration, stopped it before he could get anywhere.
7 minutes, 45 seconds. 3rd quarter, 3rd down, 3rd and 10 to be exact. Well, Citrus Valley will be at home next week as well against Silverado. One back behind Calderon. He'll pass it. Tries to find a man over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Colby Grames, I believe. Jesus Guzman it is who catches the touchdown. So Citrus Valley up 30-0.
And there we go. Instruments up. And it's a touchdown for Citrus Valley. Calderon made a great play on that, though. He kind of mishandled the snap, caught it with one hand, brought it back in, got his feet set, didn't panic, and then he hit Guzman on the slant for the touchdown.
So Guzman yet another touchdown in this one. Grames on for the extra point. It's up. It's through. Perfect on PATs tonight is Grames. 31-0 Citrus Valley with 7:20 to go in Q3.
And Citrus Valley playing with a lot of confidence right now. A lot of pep in their step, and not Pep Fernandez, but a lot of pep in their step. They're flying to the ball, both sides of the ball. And it's going to be a tough road to hoe here for La Quinta. But if you're La Quinta, you got to grind it out. They're a young team, a lot of underclassmen, and they've got to get something going here offensively.
So Colby Grames set to kick this one away. Again, both returners inside their own 5-yard line. Grames from the 40 puts the ball in the middle of the field. Up 31-0 are the Citrus Valley Blackhawks.
If you're Citrus Valley, you don't want to allow any big plays on special teams. You don't want to give La Quinta any life.
Hartzell Russell squirts through past the 30. And that is where La Quinta will go to work. Still looking for their first points of the ball game.
Well, Hartzell Russell is a pretty tough guy. He's a 5'7", 170-pound senior for La Quinta, playing quarterback, playing fullback, linebacker, returning kicks. Went back to punt once. Humphrey's back in now, quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for La Quinta. Hartzell Russell, not a QB, as they go back to Humphreys. Give it back to the 30-yard line. And he's brought down where he stands. Eddie Chang got there first. Boy, La Quinta now with a great start to this drive.
Citrus Valley, again, they're flying to the ball. Chang got great penetration. He got there just as the ball was handed off. He could have got the handoff and went the other way almost.
2nd and 15 from the 30. Humphreys, as they motion a man across, will roll out. This is the first time we'll see Humphreys throw. Fires it and it's complete. Got his man, big hit at the end of the play, but Fred Massey makes the catch.
Absolutely leveled by Jordan Scott after the catch.
3rd and 4 from the 41-yard line of La Quinta.
Jordan Scott is kind of a jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife on the Citrus Valley side. He's returning some kicks. He's a receiver. He's a safety, making a lot of plays out there.
3rd and 4. From the 41. Again, they put a man in motion. Handoff. Citrus Valley, as the pile moves near that first down marker, I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Now with 4th down, I think you need to go for it if you're La Quinta. Down 31-0, not much to lose here.
Handoff went to Johnny Lafayette, a junior at 5'7", 150. And at 4th and 1, they're going to leave the offense out there.
You know, we've seen them allow, the referees allow the pile to be moved a lot more this year in our broadcast. They're allowing a lot more leeway.
Humphreys under center. And now timeout coming from La Quinta. They want to think this one over. 4th and 1, 5:22 to go, 31-0 CV. You're listening to Inland Empire High School football on the Inland Sports YouTube channel.
So La Quinta, this is a big play for them. If they give up give up the ball here in this field position, with the way Citrus Valley's been running their offense very crisply, very efficiently this half, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. But if they get a score here, not that we're talking about a major comeback, but steps in the positive direction.
Still 4th and 1. Be interesting to see if this timeout gives La Quinta a little extra time to think about it, if they want to change their minds on what they're going to do here. Under 5.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. And the offense jogs back out there. Grant Humphreys, I formation, he's under center. Handed off to the up back. Flag flies. Looks like La Quinta's going to come up short.
Yep.
And Citrus Valley will take over. Boy, how about that for the CV Blackhawks defense?
They rise to the occasion. The whole interior line steps up, stuffs that play. I see big number 77 out there. Adam Tevis, a 6'3", oh, wrong team, 77. Chewy Brandstetter. That's a great football name. 6'1", 306 pound. Wow.
1st and 10 from the La Quinta 44-yard line.
That is my new favorite football name, Chewy Brandstetter. A 300-pound lineman for Citrus Valley. He's been out there both ways, playing a great game today.
1st and 10, the 44-yard line. Handoff That's Melton. He's stuffed, trying to get on the corner. And on the play was Diego Sanchez for La Quinta, 2nd and 10.
Melton tiptoeing a little bit there. He's got to turn that north-south and just put his head down and go.
Now under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Boy, what a resume Kurt Bruich has joining the Blackhawks at Citrus Valley.
Coach Bruich, a legend, not just in this area, but in CIF. A winner, winning programs, great players. Creates solid young men also.
Melton this time hits the hole with a lot of speed. Picks up 5 to the 39-yard line. And Bruich at Redlands East Valley, 11 CBL titles in 16 years. Overall record, 140 wins, 46 losses. He had an Inland Division title, a Division II state title. And this is a guy you want to talk about Inland Empire High School football royalty. He played at Faux High, Fontana.
And I believe his dad is a legendary coach at Kaiser. 3rd and 4.
This handoff goes to Garcia. Fry got a lineman pushing him out near the 1st down stick. It's going to be close. How about the Citrus Valley offensive line? Keeping the play alive.
Number 70, Josiah Lockhart, a 6'3", 285-pound sophomore. Another super soft here on this team.
On 3rd down, he's going to get awfully close. They still haven't moved the chains, and now they're calling it a 1st down.
Lockhart has great hair, by the way. Reminds me of the legendary Kyle Turley. He used to play for the Rams back in the day, had great hair.
31-0. Citrus Valley, they'll have 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of La Quinta.
And you know who else used to have great hair? The legendary Jeff Gorham back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Wavy, luscious hair. Not anymore.
Calderon gives up the middle. That's Garcia. Fry picks up a couple. Blackhawks working to the end zone on the right side of things.
You just have the sense of excitement now on the Citrus Valley sideline. Guys are just flying out there. The nerves are gone. They're not tiptoeing anymore. They're executing very, very efficiently offensively right now.
31-yard line. That's where it's 2nd and 8. Got 2 receivers to the near side. That's also the far side of the field. Calderon, shotgun, 1 back set. Quick pass. Here's that bubble screen again. That's Guzman. Makes 1 man miss. Down inside the 35.
And there was a Swiss Army knife again. Jordan Scott making a great block to free up Guzman.
2.5 minutes to go. This will be 3rd and 2 as he got to the 35-yard line on the play.
Let's give a shout out to this beef, this offensive line here. Mason Canedo, Chewy Brandstetter, and Josiah, lost his name, crap, 70, number 70. Josiah Lockhart on the offensive line, creating great openings right now.
3rd and 2, whistles blow. This will be delay of game likely against Citrus Valley, and you go from 3rd and short to 3rd and long. Completely changes your play call. Just a sloppy mistake.
There's 4 300-pounders out there on the offensive line for the Citrus Valley right now. Number 79, Gavin Martinez, also leading the way.
3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line for the Blackhawks of Citrus Valley. Still up 31-0. Defense pitching a shutout. Offense getting to work quickly. Calderon, handoff, that's Melton. Get across the 30, not enough for a 1st down. But you got Colby Graves, you got a 31-0 lead. Do you test out his range here? Be a real long field goal from the 29-yard line. Be about 47-yarder.
I think they need to grind it out, just keep it rolling, because that offensive line, I missed one name there. There's 4 300-pounders and a 294-pounder. Alexander A.J. Sorum, a 295-pound senior, also out there. So what a package offensively. The linemen just blowing holes open right now.
4th down, they're going to go for it. It's a pass. Who else? Your guy, the Swiss Army knife, Jordan Scott, makes the catch on the near sideline, enough for a first down. Inside the 20-yard line of La Quinta. Keeps the clock moving as he steps out of bounds. At least runs a little more off the clock. 45 seconds to go in this third quarter.
I can't say enough about Jordan Scott. Just he's doing all the little things also. He makes a great catch. He finds where his feet are. He gets that first down. He's intelligent enough to know where the marker is on the catch. But also he's making blocks. He's doing the little things that you don't see in the stat sheets either.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Calderon, shotgun. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Handoff. They tried to go reverse. Ball puts on the ground. La Quinta says they have it, and they do. Recovered by a guy who's done a lot of punting tonight, Parker Williams, and La Quinta really with their first break of the evening.
And that's something that in a game like this, it won't break the momentum, but just a mistake, something that they can look at in film later and figure out what they did wrong. But for La Quinta, something positive, something to hang their hat on. Maybe they can turn around and get a drive out of this. Not to immediately, but at least a drive to get on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 for La Quinta, middle of the field, got 38 seconds before the end of this quarter. Humphreys hands it off, room to run for McAvoy. First down on the first play of the drive, out past the 35-yard line.
So, again, the momentum swing a little bit because of the turnover. It's not going to be a 31-point swing right now on this one play, but you can see La Quinta's team had some jump with them on that play.
1st and 10 from the 37. Quinta with a little bit more energy in their offense right now. Off the turnover. Humphreys hands it off, tailback. That's McAvoy. Spins out of a tackle in the backfield to fall forward for a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. And that is the end of the third quarter. The fourth and final quarter is coming up with Citrus Valley on top, 31-0, and this game just racing by.
And it's good to see Citrus Valley rising to the occasion. On that last play, the linebackers again, led by Lockhart, number 55, led the charge, got some penetration, blew up the play before it could get any positive yardage, and kind of broke that quick momentum that we saw for the one play. So as the fourth quarter begins, as a coach, your La Quinta side, you're talking to your team about let's just get it done. Let's execute. Let's run our offense. We're not going to get it all back in one play. Let's just execute. On the Citrus Valley side, we're saying we don't want anything positive to happen for them. Let's keep it going. We got a shutout. Let's keep them off the scoreboard. And that's something to hang their hat on. It's a pride thing on the defensive side.
And this should be 2nd and 9 now from the 38-yard line. La Quinta with Humphreys at the helm. Under center. I formation. Ball in the near hash. Citrus Valley shifts the defensive line over. Humphreys going to have to throw it quickly, and it's over the head of the intended target.
Now, they closed on the play very quickly. Number 15 for Citrus Valley. Jacob Moy closed down on the quarterback very quickly, and defensive backs read that play, so it made a nice tough avenue for him to pass in.
Trying to get it to Che Luna on the pass attempt. Brings up 3rd and 9, and that'll bring Hartzell Russell back into the game for La Quinta.
I can't tell you, can't say enough about these sophomores on the Citrus Valley side. The Super Softs are also having a lot of effect in this game.
Hartzell Russell with trips to his left. Rolls that way. In a deep trouble. And he's brought down deep in the backfield. Boy, what a job by Eddie Chang to get there. That is his 3rd sack of the season.
But we throw out that name, Eddie Chang. We throw out that name, Lockhart. Those guys have been in play after play after play.
From the 25-yard line, La Quinta almost has to punt in this situation. It is a real long 4th and 22. So Parker Williams, who recovered the fumble to start this drive for La Quinta, just barely gets the punt off at the 40. It's Thomas making the catch, makes the first man miss. He's got room to run. Right sideline, still on his feet, Thomas. Deep into La Quinta territory, down to the 32-yard line. We'll see Citrus Valley's offense one more time. They got a 31-zip lead already, 11:05 to play.
What a difference, and for the sophomore, Tyler Thomas, from that first punt return when he kind of muffled it, and you can see why he's back there. A great burst when he saw the opening. He had some blockers in front of him, stepped up and got up the sideline with some quick feet. Another super sophomore, Tyler Thomas, number 4.
First and 10 for Citrus Valley from the 32-yard line of La Quinta. Calderon, one back set. He's got 2 running backs to his, or 2 receivers to his left. Hands it off up the middle. This is Melton. Brought down by the shoelaces in the backfield for a loss of 1.
You know, something we can
Play made by Christopher Ortiz.
Something we can talk about, too, is Melton's only a junior. Calderon's only a junior. So this has got a Citrus Valley team with not just seniors. There's some young guys that'll be back in the future. But I can't say enough about the linemen, though. 4 300-pounders and 1 294-pounder have just worn down that La Quinta defense. They're getting after it like they're chasing a ham out there.
2nd and 10, ball in the middle of the field. Calderon got a back right behind him. It's Melton. He gets the call and is stood up in the backfield yet again. First guy there was Josh Toribio.
Toribio made a great play on that. Yeah, he read that immediately. He had maintained his discipline, made sure nobody got outside, closed on the ball, and just great tackle down low.
So 3rd and 12 now, a loss of 2 on the play.
You know, with the emphasis these days on not leading with your head, et cetera, both these teams are very well coached in tackling. You don't see guys flying in leading with their heads. They're doing a great job on the safety side of things.
9:45 to play in this ball game. Calderon got 2 backs behind the offensive line with him. He'll drop back to pass. Early pressure, rolls to his right. Going to tuck it and run. Trying to get to the sideline. He's at the first down marker. Cuts it back inside the 20. Inside the 15. Boy, what a run.
Calderon showing some missability there. First time we've used that today.
Jonathan Calderon winning the Missability Award for the evening on the Inland Sports broadcast. Boy, we should make that a thing, Tim. We'll give out the Missability Award to the shiftiest guy in the game at the end. So post-game show, make sure you got your guy ready. We'll give out that award, the Missability Award. We just created it right here in front of you guys. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for Citrus Valley. 9 minutes and counting in this game. Boy, it's been the team from Redlands dominating almost all game long. And I call them the team from Redlands simply because this is the battle of the Blackhawks. Handoff, hit delivered by the back down inside the 5-yard line. Good hard run by what looks like
Number
Melton.
8. Yep, Melton. That was the best run Melton's had this half. He's been tiptoeing a little bit. He's kind of treading. It's like he's treading on eggs as he gets to the line of scrimmage. But on that play, he ran hard, he got his hole, and attacked it.
Citrus Valley starting to really slow things down. They're jogging the plays in and out a little bit more cautiously, trying to let as much of this clock run off as possible. And like you said, if you keep that goose egg on the scoreboard, that's a motivating factor when you go to meetings on Saturday morning, when you go to lift weights on Monday.
And you know, absolutely. You know, on the team, you got the offensive side, defensive side. Although you play together, you talk a little bit. You talk about, you know, the fact that Jordan Scott started things out with a pick 6, and now the offense has done their part. And again, I can't say enough about the beef package up front. Those linemen are doing a great job. There's 4th quarter was 7 minutes to go, and they're still firing off the ball.
Well, the first down marker was at the 2-yard line. Melton just took it down to the 1, which means 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
They are attacking that defensive line like my mother-in-law attacks a turkey at Thanksgiving.
7.5 minutes in this one. Calderon, handoff, goal line, he's in, touchdown. Citrus Valley adds to their lead. It's 37-0. That's Melton who goes in and boy, you said it, he had the best run of this half just a few plays ago. Takes it down inside the 1 and then finishes it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. It's 37-0 Citrus Valley on the touchdown by Adonis Melton, who already has 4 touchdowns coming into this game for Citrus Valley. Had 5 touchdowns and led the team in rushing touchdowns last season. Continuing his success now. Just as a junior, he'll be around next season as well.
Absolutely. And you see what happens there. The first defender didn't approach him until he was 4 yards after he had the ball. And again, that's a credit to the offensive line.
And the extra point is good, 38-0. Citrus Valley all over La Quinta with just about 6.5 to play. And they'll run the clock here at Hodges Stadium. La Quinta, you just got to run your offense.
Absolutely, same thing. Like I said, they got to come out of this with something positive. So their execution, they're shuttling the quarterbacks. They've had some positive plays, but they've got to get something going, just get some momentum going, come out of this without being shut out. So as much as Citrus Valley wants to stop them from scoring, La Quinta wants to score so they can go home and say we didn't get shut out.
From the 40-yard line, Grames will kick it away. 38-0 Citrus Valley. Clock still running. Grames caught at the 6. This will be Hartzell Russell returning it, trying to get to his left. Out across the 25-yard line, La Quinta with about 5.5 to play. Will have a chance to run their offense against some opponents that you don't see in practice. Chance to go against live defense, game situation. Just get some things cleaned up because you're 0-3. You got to get a win. And you're facing a very, very tough Murrieta Mesa team, which we saw against Etiwanda earlier this season. And the Rams over at Murrieta Mesa are a good Division III team. And for La Quinta being in Division 7, that's going to be a tough game for them. They're still looking for their first win.
Absolutely. So here we are. Let's see if they can get some sustainability on this drive. Back to Humphreys at quarterback.
Give up the middle. Gain of a couple.
I'm going to give a nickname to the Citrus Valley offensive line today. They are the Legion of Doom, led by Canedo, Martinez, Lockhart, Brandstetter, and Sorum. They're going to create some havoc for their opponents the rest of the season, so we will call them the Legion of Doom for the rest of the season.
Michael Smith on that last carry. Second and 6 coming. I formation. Receiver to each side. They'll give it to Smith again. Cuts back and finds a lane for the first down out to the 40-yard line. Good little play there for Michael Smith.
A 5'6", 150-pound sophomore. He runs very low to the ground. He has some missability on his side of things because of the way he runs.
4 minutes and counting in this one. Personal foul will be tacked on at the end against Citrus Valley. Moves the ball into CV territory.
So if you're Citrus Valley, you want to maintain your discipline. There might be some guys getting in that get some snaps that they don't always get snaps, but they have the pride too. They want to maintain the shutout. They don't want to be the guys who are known on campus as the guys that gave up the shutout.
From the 44-yard line, handoff dead to rights in the backfield is Smith. Maybe got a pickup of 1 as he lunged back towards the line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd and 10. Good tackle there by Ruben Tinyaka.
Tinyaka's been involved in a lot of plays. We haven't called his number a lot, but he stuffs things up and allows the other linebackers to flow in and get tackles.
2nd and 10 now for La Quinta. 3 1/4 left in this game from the 44-yard line. I formation handoff. Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but Humphrey was not ready for that handoff. Brought down immediately in the backfield. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They're lucky they didn't have a turnover there.
But I'm not sure if they were going to try and go on 2 and the center didn't get the memo. But Humphreys got the ball. Nobody else moved. He went down immediately. 3rd and 11 now from the 45.
Let me tell you, as a former quarterback who played for linemen who specialized in lookout blocks, that's not a fun feeling.
Obvious passing situation. We'll see what they do with Humphreys here. He's only aired the ball out a couple times. Quick pass for him. Finds his man going down to get it, but going to a knee to catch it is Justin Kersey Casillas.
And as La Quinta needs to go for this with 2 minutes to go in the game, they might as well just keep the offense on the field and give it a shot.
This will be 4th and 8 from the 42-yard line for La Quinta. 2 minutes and change on the clock in this one. Citrus Valley up 38-0. A whole lot to celebrate for a packed house at Hodges Stadium tonight.
And we have the celebrity chairs, the people down in the end zone packed with school board members.
And now a timeout coming from La Quinta with 1:52 on the clock. It'll be 4th and 8.
I tell you, overall, defensively, it's been impressive showing. La Quinta has not been able to generate any sustained offense because Citrus Valley has kept them off balance, led by a mix of the seniors and the super softs. If I have to give a player of the game on the defensive side, my Big Ten buddy, 55, Danny Lockhart, a throwback player, just sticking his nose in there, playing hard every play on the defensive side for Citrus Valley.
But how about Jordan Scott? He had 2 interceptions last season. Kicks off this game with a pick 6 to put Citrus Valley on the board, and that was just the spark plug that got everything started.
And I got to tell you, if we give our first Missability Award ever, Jordan Scott would be the recipient because his feet are so fast. Like I said, he could go through a rainstorm and not get wet.
There it is, Jordan Scott, the inaugural recipient of the Missability Award, courtesy of Tim Hatch. Look for your certificate in the mail sometime later this week, Scott.
Or a T-shirt maybe by the time you're a senior in college.
Michael Smith on 4th and 8. Let's just say he didn't get it. Citrus Valley's defense doing what they do best. And the Blackhawks offense for CV back out there. Clock running. 65 seconds left in this game. Calderon in the shotgun. A couple of timeouts for La Quinta. I doubt, though, down 38 points. They'll be using them, especially with a running clock. Calderon, shotgun snap. Will hand it off, trying to get the corner around the left side for Citrus Valley. Good little move for the Blackhawks. But just getting back to the line of scrimmage on the carry by Tyjon Belton.
I'd like to give a couple thank yous out again before the game. Lucas Teeter for helping us out. He has a great future as a videographer. And the great, outstanding Paul Beaumont, the clock operator here at Citrus Valley, for all of his help. And an amazing guy. And he has some great dance moves, too, I've seen up here when the music was playing.
2nd and 9. Handoff up the middle. Citrus Valley going to get a first down on the play, and that'll be a good way to cap off a very, very big statement win for Kurt Bruich and the Citrus Valley Blackhawks here at Hodges Stadium.
Hitting on all cylinders after not a sluggish start, but I'm going to apply it to the nerves and the adrenaline of that first home game.
But Kurt Bruich, his first true home game as a head coach, playing in his own stadium here at Citrus Valley. His first year with the Blackhawks, picks up his 2nd win of the season in front of a great crowd here at Hodges Stadium. Final score, 38 for Citrus Valley. Well, they pitched a shutout as well, none for La Quinta, and they'll turn their attention to Murrieta Mesa. For Citrus Valley, they'll take on Silverado right back here at Hodges Stadium. As they advance to 2-1, La Quinta drops to 0-3. Once again, Kurt Bruich, his first true home game, picks up a win, 38-0, a big statement win for the Blackhawks. For Tim Hatch, I'm Cullen Holt. It's been a fun one. Boy, everywhere we've been, Tim, great hospitality by the home school. We really appreciate that. Of course, none of it would be possible without our wonderful sponsors. If you're looking to get your oil changed, check out Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change on Alessandro Boulevard in Riverside, just off the 215 freeway. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Give them a follow on Instagram. I hear they give out mints on the dashboard.
I get 2 every time. Maybe it's because of my breath. I don't know.
Might be because of the Hawaiian shirt. That's what I'm going to go with. Since 1976, Ken's Sporting Goods has been the #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire. They can also do uniforms for your entire team or for your business. And, of course, they do Letterman's jackets. I heard a rumor they also supply Tim Hatch with his Hawaiian shirts. That's just a rumor. Check out Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco and visit them online at kensportinggoods.com. Hey, if you're on the market to purchase a car, truck, SUV, bicycle, tricycle,
any motorized vehicle,
unicycle, you name it, Segway, make Catalano Motors in Corona your first stop. I'll tell you what. They have weekly specials, so you're going to save thousands of dollars. Mention the Inland Sports Show, get $500 off. That's Catalano Motors in Corona. Off to Mescal Canyon Road. Visit them online at CatalanoCars.com. Boy, athletes from all sports and all levels are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. I heard Tim Hatch works out there. 10 a.m. is if you want to work out with Hatch, right?
Absolutely, 10 a.m.
Check out their strength and speed classes. Become the explosive, dynamic athlete or color commentator that you always dreamed of being. Follow Boost on Twitter and Instagram and visit them online at boosttrainingsystems.com. That's boosttrainingsystems.com. Boost Performance Training, it's in Corona. Next broadcast.
Left.
There you go. If you'd like to advertise during our football broadcast or the Inland Sports Show, simply shoot us an email at inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. That's inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. Citrus Valley 38, La Quinta 0. For Tim Hatch, I'm Colin Holt. We appreciate you listening on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We'll have Corona and Norte Vista for you sometime in the future. Talk to you next time.
Indirectly, but neglecting me. For some reason, I am glad I felt that pain.